Before we go any further, I would recommend that you save this scene. So go to File and Save As. Basically just give it another name, and let's do it in the Flooded Grounds scenes so that we're actually in the same window as scene A. And let's call it something like My Scene. Okay, and there we go, that pops up. Now the reason for doing that is if we do actually make a mistake or anything goes wrong, at least we can go back to scene A and we've still got it the way it was originally. Now if you find FPS controller in the hierarchy window, and if it's not so obvious, if you can't see it straight away, you can just type FPS into the search and it turns up. Okay, FPS controller, and it's got a little triangle. Let's click on that and let's click on camera, and I notice that there is a missing script. Now I have no idea what script that is, so because it's missing, I'm just going to right click on it and choose remove component. Okay, now on the game tab I can actually see that the scale here on my version is actually set to 1.5 times. If that's happening on yours, just ensure that you drag the scale so that it comes down to 1 times. Okay, very important. And let's just play this. And what we should see now is that in the top left corner, just up here, we have frames per second. Okay. As I drag around to take a look at the main geometry of the island, I want to check those frames per second. I'm getting roughly about 59 frames per second. 60 is the norm. Okay, that's what we're kind of aiming for. It may be a little bit choppy because of my screen capture card here. If your game is falling below 30 frames per second, then I'll show you how to improve that now. So let's go to Edit and Project Settings. Okay, and I'm actually just going to drag this tab just up here. I'm just going to dock it. Okay, and drag this all the way over here. Okay, so we want to come down to the quality section, and at the moment I'm running on Ultra. Okay, so these are all of the options for Ultra. What we can do, if you need to improve the speed of your game, just start switching some of these off, and let's just go to something like High. Okay, it won't look as good, but it will run a lot faster. You can even go as far as very low. It's going to look terrible, but your game will run really fast. So the idea behind Unity is that the games that you build can be customized so that they can run on various systems. I think future versions of Unity are actually are being created so that it's intended for high-end computers only, but we're still at this stage now whereby you can customize the quality.